Hello science fans. Today we're going on an adventure through time to explore a question you might have pondered in the shower. What would happen if you stopped using shampoo? For thousands of years humans lived without the bottled stuff we use today, yet they still found clever ways to keep their hair clean. Hair washing is more than just about looking good, it's about keeping the skin on our head, our scalp, healthy. Long before the invention of liquid shampoo, people all around the world used the science of nature to take care of their hair, relying on plants, oils, and even animal fats to get the job done. Let's consider this. Ancient cultures were brilliant chemists, mixing and matching natural ingredients to create their own hair care recipes. In ancient India, for instance, people boiled soap berries which come from the sapindus tree. These amazing berries contain natural chemicals called saponins. When mixed with water, saponins create a soapy lather that lifts away dirt and oil, much like modern shampoo, leaving hair feeling soft and clean. In fact, the very word shampoo comes to us from the Sanskrit word shampoo, which means to massage or knead the head and hair. This shows us that the practice of scalp massage has been part of hair care for a very long time. Meanwhile, over in ancient Greece and Rome, people took a different approach to their hair hygiene. They didn't have soap berries, but they had something else in abundance: olive oil. They would rub olive oil into their hair not to clean it in the way we think of, but to condition it, making it soft and manageable. To rinse away dirt and lighten their hair color, they often used vinegar. This combination of oil and a mild acid helped to balance the scalp's natural state. It's a fantastic example of using basic chemistry to manage hair health and appearance, without any of the complex formulas we see on store shelves today. As we move forward in time to medieval Europe, hair care methods became even more creative, if a bit unusual by our standards. During this period, women were often advised to use a strange-sounding mixture of barley, salt, and even bear fat. The idea was that this concoction would help promote strong and healthy hair growth. Later during the Renaissance in Italy, the go-to cleanser was a harsh lye soap, which was often followed by a conditioner made from bacon fat and licorice. While these ingredients might sound more like a meal than a hair treatment, they show how people have always been experimenting to find what works best for their hair. For centuries, hair washing remained a complicated, do-it-yourself process. People used solid soap bars or homemade remedies, but everything changed in the early 20th century. It wasn't until the 1930s that liquid shampoo, as we know it, became widely available to everyone. This was a major shift in personal hygiene. After about 2 decades of heavy marketing and advertising, the idea of washing your hair every day or every few days with a specially designed liquid product became the new normal. Companies created formulas that promised shiny, bouncy, and clean hair, and the world was hooked on the convenience and results. But as with many things in science, what becomes popular isn't always the only solution. In recent years, a new trend has emerged, directly challenging the idea that we need to wash our hair with shampoo regularly. This trend is called the no-poo, or no-shampoo movement. People who join this movement stop using commercial shampoos, and instead either rinse their hair with just water, or use natural alternatives. The core idea is that our scalps produce a natural oil called sebum, and harsh shampoos can strip this oil away, causing the scalp to overproduce more oil to compensate, leading to a greasy cycle. So, who is the no-shampoo method for? The results can vary greatly from person to person. It often seems to work best for individuals with certain hair types, particularly those with naturally dry or thin hair that doesn't produce a lot of oil to begin with. People who live in dry climates or don't exercise very often might also have more success, as they produce less sweat and oil buildup on their scalp. For these individuals, skipping shampoo can lead to hair that feels thicker, has more volume, and is less reliant on styling products. The no-poo community has grown, with many people sharing their personal journeys and tips online. Some use simple alternatives like baking soda as a cleanser, followed by an apple cider vinegar rinse to restore the scalp's pH balance. Others turn to natural conditioners like coconut oil to keep their hair soft and moisturized. It's a fascinating, large-scale experiment in personal science, where individuals are testing hypotheses on their own bodies to see if they can break free from the commercial shampoo cycle and find a more natural equilibrium for their hair and scalp. Let's imagine you decide to try this experiment and stop washing your hair with shampoo. What would actually happen to your head? In the first few weeks, your experience will depend heavily on your hair type. If you have oily hair, you will likely notice your hair becoming very greasy and weighed down. your scalp produces sebum, and without shampoo to wash it away, it will start to build up. This initial phase is often the most challenging part of the no-poo journey, and it's where many people decide to go back to their old routines. It's a period of adjustment as your scalp figures out what's going on. If you push through and make it to the 1-month mark, you will likely notice some less pleasant changes. The buildup of oil, dead skin cells, and everyday dirt can create the perfect environment for bacteria to thrive. This can lead to a very itchy scalp. You might also notice a distinct sour odor coming from your hair, as the bacteria and trapped moisture begin to interact. At this stage, your hair won't just look greasy, it will likely feel sticky or waxy to the touch. This is the point where the cosmetic benefits start to be outweighed by some significant hygiene concerns. Now let's fast forward to 6 months or even a full year without shampoo. The situation on your scalp could become more serious. The continuous accumulation of sebum, dead skin, and bacteria can begin to clog your hair follicles. Think of it like a blocked drain. When follicles are clogged, it can lead to inflammation and the formation of pimples on your scalp, a condition known as folliculitis. This isn't just uncomfortable, it can also start to affect the health of your hair. A clogged follicle is not a healthy environment for hair to grow in. Over this extended period, the clogged and inflamed follicles can have a major impact on your hair's life cycle. The blockage can interfere with the hair's natural growth process, potentially leading to hair thinning. In more severe cases, it could even result in some hair loss, as the follicles become too damaged to produce healthy hair strands. So, while the idea of going natural sounds appealing, abandoning scalp hygiene altogether for a whole year can lead to some significant and undesirable consequences. The goal is a healthy scalp, and complete neglect isn't the way to achieve it. So, after considering all of this, is using shampoo medically necessary? The simple answer is no. For most people, there is no strict medical rule that says you must shampoo your hair. Our ancestors survived for millennia without it after all. The decision to wash your hair, and how often, is largely a personal and cosmetic one. It's about finding a balance that makes you feel comfortable and keeps your hair and scalp in a state that you find manageable. There is no one-size-fits-all answer, and what works for your friend might not work for you. However, it is important to note that for some people, shampoo is more than just a cosmetic choice. It's a medical necessity. Individuals with certain scalp conditions like psoriasis or seborrheic dermatitis, a severe form of dandruff, often need to use medicated shampoos prescribed by a doctor. These special shampoos contain active ingredients that help control inflammation, reduce flaking, and manage the underlying condition. In these cases, skipping shampoo could make the problem much worse. Conversely, some people find that regular shampoos with harsh detergents can irritate conditions like eczema, pushing them to seek gentler alternatives. The modern no-poo movement has introduced many to the world of shampoo alternatives, such as baking soda, apple cider vinegar, and coconut oil. While some people swear by these methods, it's important to approach them with a bit of scientific caution. Baking soda, for example, is very alkaline and can be harsh on hair over time, making it brittle. Apple cider vinegar is acidic and can help balance the scalp, but using too much can also cause irritation. The effectiveness of these alternatives depends entirely on your hair type, water hardness, and your unique scalp chemistry. In conclusion, the story of shampoo is a fascinating journey from ancient natural remedies to modern chemical science and back again. We learned that cultures worldwide, from India to Rome, use their knowledge of nature to care for their hair. Today, while liquid shampoo is the norm, some are exploring a return to simpler methods. Quitting shampoo can have some initial benefits for certain hair types, but abandoning scalp hygiene for a year can lead to itching, odor, and even hair thinning. The key is to listen to your body and find a cleaning routine that keeps your scalp healthy and your hair happy. Consider it.